Welcome back to Elder Wolf MTG, everybody. Elder Wolf here. We are going to open some packs. And as you can see, I have a golden pack. What that means is I have bought at least 10 packs with gold or gems, but I did gold just to see. So 10,000 gold for 10 packs and see what that was all about. And that gave me a golden pack. And then I've had some winnings that have come through drafts and such. So we have, let's see, 24 packs to open here. So let's go ahead and jump in and open some packs. First golden pack I've ever opened. Let's see here. I got this Soul Cauldron. So this is Wilds of Eldraine. 2 mana. Spend any mana as though it were mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures you control. And then creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all creatures exiled with this. And you can tap this to exile a card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. So more constructed. I mean, you can do something in limited with this, but probably more constructed than anything, but a good card for construction for sure. Bruce Tarl, 4 mana, 4/3. The Oxen you control have double strike, and when it enters or attacks, exile the top card of the library. If it's a land, create a 2/2 Ox token. Otherwise, you may cast it until the end of your next turn. Just a really good value for this. Yeah, I would first pick that one if it was in a draft. Or about we've looked at this one before. I might pick this first. I mean, it's definitely a build around. And to see, you know, you could build up a wide board with this pretty quickly. So, I mean, it's a very good card. So I would probably first pick it unless there was something crazy. Esoteric Duplicator, 3 mana. It is a clue in and of itself, which that's where the bottom part of sacrifice it, draw a card for 2 mana. But whenever you sacrifice Esoteric Duplicator or another artifact, you may pay 2. And if you do, at the beginning of the next end step, create a token that's a copy of that artifact, which is pretty amazing because you can get these in chains and just kind of go crazy with it. Let's see, Puani's Hatcher, 5 mana, 5/3. Other dinosaurs you control have haste. And when it enters, you create 2/0/1 egg tokens at the beginning of combat. If you control 1 or more, sacrifice an egg and create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token. Yeah, so, I mean, good value card. I would definitely pick this in a limited format for sure first. Then Archmage of Runes, 5 mana, 3/6. Instant sorceries cost 1 colorless less to cast. And whenever you cast one, you draw a card. Really good and limited. I would definitely first pick this one. Really good for the red-blue spells deck. I mean, good for anything in blue if you have heavy blue. But it's, yeah, really, really nice. All right, that's a good one. Let's go into Foundations. Let's see what we have here. Banner of Kinship, 5 mana artifact. Choose a creature type when this enters. It enters with a fellowship counter on it for each creature you control of the chosen type. And the creatures you control of the chosen type get 1/1 for each counter on this. So this is one of those, it's a choose a creature type and stick with it. Harder to do in limited. You can do it. I would not first pick this unless you just want to force a build around, but that's tough. But in constructed, this can be a crazy bomb if you go wide with, you know, all rabbits, all soldiers, all whatever. It can go crazy. So pretty interesting card. Don't know if I'd first pick that one though, unless I'm trying to have fun and just force it. All right, let's go to the next one. Extravagant Replication. We've seen this one. It's a powerful effect when it's on the board, but it's also 6 mana, and it doesn't do anything until your next upkeep. So you need to have a stable board state for this to really start taking effect. And of course, you need to have other permanents on the battlefield. But it is a fun card. I don't know if I would first pick this one, but if I'm in blue, yeah, I would probably pick this up if I didn't have any late game for sure. But it's a fun card. I just don't know if it's first pickable or not. Next pack. Homa is an absolute bomb. And it's also in blue-green, which is not the best color pairing in Foundations, but it is a bomb. If you can't counter it, it has Ward 4. And it has trample, and it deals any, like, 1 point of combat damage to a player. You get 4 3/3s. I mean, it's just an absolute game ender because you have to get rid of it or you're almost assuredly going to lose the game. So, yeah, I would definitely first pick that if it came up. Next pack Soulstone Sanctuary, one of the rare lands, so this can become a 3/3 creature vigilant, and it's all creature types, so really handy for any kind of lord or creatures that you have, like lord effects and things like that, like the first artifact we looked at. Not first pickable, but a free land maybe later in the game if you're looking for something, but not first pickable. Raise the Pass. Return all creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Probably not limited. I mean, you can, but you'd really have to have a super synergistic deck on this. In Constructed, this thing is a bomb. I've seen a lot of play in Constructed on this right now, but in Limited, no, probably not a first pick. Have to do a hard build around to make that a first pick. Sky Knight Squire, yeah, definitely first pick one for sure. This thing can grow very quickly and become a flyer and become its own win condition. So yeah, two mana 1/1 that basically can become a 4/4 or anything. It becomes a flyer at 4/4, but it keeps growing. I would definitely pick this up. Pack one, pick one. All right, next pack. Another Raise the Pass. Sure, we'll take it. I was actually considering getting those for a Constructed deck. There's 2 of them already. Vivian.
I can
forgot what her ability is. See, 5 mana for 5 loyalty. Her plus ability, look at the top 4. You can reveal a creature or land and put it into your hand. The rest on the bottom of your library. -3, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. And you get an emblem with creatures you control that get +2/+2, vigilance, trample, and indestructible. I mean, obviously the -8 ability is pretty much you're going to win the game, but it takes a bit to get there. First pick, that's tough. Likely yes. It depends on what else is in the pack, of course, but I mean, I don't think just in and of herself that Vivian isn't 100% bomb, but she's very good. But yeah, if there's a weak pack for sure, even medium pack maybe, but if there's another rare in here, this puts you into hard green, so that's something that's not easily splashable. But yeah, it could be first pickable. Depends on what else is in the pack. There's another Archmage. Yep, we talked about that one. All right, it's my second one of Archmage. Genesis Wave. I don't think so. I mean, you've got to be very heavy green to do this, and then it can be very good. Don't get me wrong. It's just so heavy green, and you need to probably cast it for 7 mana to hit 4 to make this really worth your while. That's even then. You want to cast it for way more than that because you want to look at the top 10. I mean, 10. I mean, you want to look at a lot of cards. Tough. It's definitely not first pickable, but if you're in heavy green, you could put in a Genesis Wave. All right, let's go to the next pack. Krenko Mob Boss. Yeah, first pick all day long. Amazing card. Absolute bomb by itself. You don't deal with it, you're going to lose the game. So definitely pick up as many Krenkos as you can. Loot is very good. 6 mana, basically. You can put almost anything onto the battlefield. You're probably at least going to have 6 mana most of the time for this, so this is definitely a really good card. I would probably pick this first, unless it was just overridden by something crazy. But yeah, Loot is a very, very good, especially with board stalls. Loot becomes just a kind of a win condition in and of itself. 1,000-Year Storm, we have seen before. It's a build around. You can do it in Limited, but you kind of need to open it first and force it. Otherwise, you could be in blue-red and then you open it and it's kind of like, oh, this is amazing. But yeah, it's kind of just a total build around, but not a pack one, pick one, unless you're just trying to have fun. All right, one more here. Drake Hatcher. Never played against it, never played with it. I've seen a few streamers that have used it. I don't know. I've never seen a 2/2 Drake come out of it. So I'll put it that way. I've never seen it happen. I know it can happen. You probably want to be in blue-red spells to make it happen. But yeah, I don't know if I'd pick that one first. I'd probably actually pick Scavenger over Drake Hatcher if they were in the same pack. Fiora, this is very good. Late game win condition, get an 8/8. Yeah, and yeah, I would pick her first unless there's something else going crazy in the pack. She's very, very good. Exemplar Blight, another very good card. When you gain life, put a counter on it, and whenever you put a counter on it, you draw a card. And it only triggers once a turn, but still, and you don't have to gain life to draw the card. You can give it counters other ways. So this one wants to be obviously in the life gain deck, but it can be in the green-white counter deck as well. So definitely first pickable. Very good card. Definitely a win con in and of itself, especially in the right synergistic deck. Another Drake Hatcher. Here you go. Here's my first Youthful Valkyrie. Yeah, those are really good. There's quite a few angels in Foundations. You could easily build an angel deck. Wild card. We will take it. Celestial Armor. This is a very good card. It is a 3-mana trick in essence because it's flash. It's hexproof and indestructible at the end of turn, so you protect whatever you target, and then it gives +2/+0 and flying, and the equip cost later is expensive, but I mean, giving something flying and extra power even in the late game is a win con in and of itself. So very good. I would definitely pick that one first. It's a very good card. All right, last Foundations pack here. The Mossborn Hydra. This creature enters with a single 1/1 counter on it, and then landfall. When a land you control enters, you double the number of counters on this creature. So you play, let's say, turn 3, even turn 4, and you play a land each turn after that. Then by turn 6, so you played 3 lands, it becomes a 2/2 on the first land, a 4/4, and then an 8/8 on the third land, and then a 16/16 on the fourth land. Obviously, Evolving Wilds become really amazing with this, but yeah, it's a very good card. Yeah, I would pick it first. It's a very good card. It can be a little bit slow to get going, but any kind of board stall state, this thing will just completely take over. So it's a very good card for sure. I would pick it first. All right, Bloomburrow. Let's take our one Bloomburrow pack here. Camellia. This is the Squirrel Warlock 3/3 for 3 menace, and other squirrels you control have menace. And whenever you sacrifice one or more foods, you create a squirrel, and you can pay 2 to forage and put one counter on each other squirrel. I mean, it wants to be in the green-black squirrel deck. It is a bomb for that deck. You open it, pack one, pick one. Yeah, you're going squirrels. Really, really good card. Outlaws. Let's see what we get here. Comball, 3 mana, 2/4, and whenever one or more tokens your opponents control enter, for each of them, create a tap token that's a copy of it. It only triggers once each turn, and whenever one or more tokens you control enter, each opponent loses life, you gain life. So that's the token, anti-token deck, basically. Would I pick that pack one, pick one? I'm not sure. It's kind of a fun one. Not sure. Bonus sheet. Tyrant Scorn. Choose one. Destroy target mana creature with mana value 3 less, or return target creature to its own hand for a blue and a black. Yeah, that's a really good one. Like that one a lot. And Murders at Karlov is our final pack to open. There is the Case of the Stash Skeleton. When it enters, you create a 2/1 black skeleton that is suspected, and to solve it, you control no suspected skeletons, and solved. You can pay 2 mana, sacrifice the case, and search your library for a card. It becomes a tutor and put it into your hand. So it's a good one. It's a tutor if you need to look up something that's one of your bombs. So yeah, I probably would pick that one first. All right. Thanks everybody for watching the pack opening. We'll come back with some more content in the very near future. Thanks so much. Until next time.